What is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? I'm going to be drafting my 2022/23 fantasy basketball team today. So you've seen over the last week a couple of videos of me talking about fantasy basketball. I did 2 mock drafts, giving my kind of input analysis who I like this year for the fantasy season. I do have the second overall pick in a 12-team league. The positions are pretty normal with 1 through 5, point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center. And then we have a guard, a forward, 3 utility slots, and then 3 bench slots for now. That could change as the season, before the season starts. But for right now, 3 bench slots, category league. We have field goal percentage, free throw percentage, 3-pointers made, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks, and points. So I have the second overall pick, which makes this fairly easy. I'm pretty much going to go Jokic, I think, then Giannis. I'm expecting Jokic to go 1, and I don't know. There is a debate between Giannis and Luka because I think Luka, you can pencil him in for more games. I'm not going to be taking KD up there. I know he's ranked kind of high. Embiid is another guy, but he also does miss some time, even though he's getting a lot of MVP hype to start the season. So basically, in this next minute or two before the draft starts, I got to figure out, am I going Giannis or am I going Luka? So with my first pick of my fantasy basketball team this year, I'm not going to be going Joel Embiid. I'm going to be going Giannis Antetokounmpo. There is a chance that Giannis could miss some games this year, as he usually does. He does miss more games than you would think, but I know I'm going to be getting elite scoring, which includes field goal percentage. He's going to get to the line, so the free throw percentage won't be great. That will maybe take a little bit of a hit. Maybe that's why you could look at some other guys. But I know I'm getting points, rebounds, assists, some steals, some blocks, high field goal percentage. I'm not going to get a great amount of 3-pointers or a very high free throw percentage, but either way, it's Giannis. I don't want to overthink it. Embiid went 3, KD 4, Luka 5, Harden 6. We have our first surprise where Tyrese Halliburton goes 7th. I like him a lot, but I do think that's a little bit high. I'd probably take him in the mid-second round. That's probably where you want to take him if you really want him, but yeah, I don't really know if I agree with that pick too much. We don't pick again till 23. I would love if Anthony Edwards was there. I don't think he will be. I like the odds of Domantas Sabonis being there. He's somebody I will target. Maybe even Darius Garland. Those are maybe 2 guys on my mind. John Morant wouldn't be... It's weird because in fantasy, at least with these categories set, he's not as valuable as you would maybe think in real life. But I would not mind the chance to take him there, even though he will miss some games over this season. Cade Cunningham, if you're eyeing him, he could be somebody I could look at. But yeah, I really like the idea of taking Anthony Edwards. Bam would also be a pipe dream. I don't think he's there at pick 23. So we don't pick forever, so I just got to let these picks go, and then we'll be able to make 2 picks fairly close to each other. All right, a couple picks just went. We had LaMelo at 10, Cat at 11, Trae Young at 12, Lillard at basically the first pick in the second round, then Garland, Kyrie, Booker, and James. So there goes Darius Garland, who I wouldn't have mind with my picks maybe at 23 or 26. There goes Anthony Edwards. He's off the board. So I'm really targeting Bam and maybe even Sabonis with my next picks. I wouldn't mind going just heavy bigs with my first 3. I also don't hate DeJounte Murray. I don't really want to stay. I don't really like Anthony Davis too much or Paul George just because of glaring will they play? Will they get hurt? Will they have load management? I think AD could be somebody I target next year if it's like a prove it year this year. We're not a prove it, but he shows that he could bounce back. Vucevic going in front of Bam Adebayo. It's a little bit interesting, but you are going to get 3-pointers out of your center spot, which is very valuable. And that's why Jokic is just like a fantasy star. And the next picks were DeRozan, AD, and Paul George. So I think I'm going to go Bam Adebayo with my pick here at 23. I think that's really good value. I get one of the better centers in fantasy there with my second round pick. He's not going to get me 3s. He's not a terrible free throw shooter. Yeah, I'm going to take him because I'm getting points, rebound. I'm basically getting the 5 main stats and high field goal percentage. And then basically we have 2 picks next. They were DeJounte Murray and Fred VanVleet. I am very tempted on going Sabonis. I am. I'm going to have a lot to be desired for 3-pointers made. I will have to target that and maybe high free throw percentage guys with my next 2 picks. But this is a strategy I think I'm going to go with. So, or do I want Ja? Got to make a decision. You know what? I'm going to go to Sabonis. So, yeah, I went Giannis, Bam, Sabonis with my first 3 picks. I am very high on Sabonis this year because he played very well at the end of the year with Fox last year. And I'm getting guys that are basically going to be big men for me, which is a very thin position, especially once you get to the middle of the season. And they're going to be giving me basically points, rebounds, assists, some steals, some blocks. But yeah, Bam, Sabonis, and Giannis are all power forward / centers that can average 5+ assists this year, or at least 4.5 or above. So I think with my next couple of picks, I will be targeting some guards. Miles Turner just went. Obviously, he's huge in the shot blocking sphere. Zach LaVine would be nice, but he will probably be gone. Zion, that is, I think, great value here in the 40s. I do like De'Aaron Fox, but I am going to be going or very invested into that Kings combo, which I don't hate, but he's not also like the greatest free throw shooter. I could be higher on Tyrese Maxey. I don't mind CJ McCollum, but we'll see if the free throw percentage is good, but he'll get some 3-pointers, you know. We could look at Middleton, but he's going to be out for the first couple of weeks. Desmond Bane, Desmond Bane is an elite free throw shooter, and he's going to get 3-pointers, and that would be kind of nice to compensate. I would take Zion if he's there. He won't be, though. So the next couple picks were like Jared Allen, CJ McCollum, Zion Williamson, Andrew Holiday. So I like Desmond Bane here. If he can stay relatively healthy, which I believe he will, and like we know Dylan Brooks misses sometimes, he's going to really compensate me in the free throw department and the 3-pointers made department. I don't think he's going to average 20 points as like ESPN will project, but with Triple J hurt, maybe Jaw's going to get hurt, he could really step up for me this year. Now, Maxey's also a guy I like, but I'm investing a lot into those guys. But I think I'm going to go Brandon Ingram, who's an alright 3-point shooter, but he'll get to the line a lot. He'll score. He definitely wouldn't be there for my picks in round 6. So I will be passing up on De'Aaron Fox and Tyrese Maxey, which hurts a little bit, but I'm going to be going with Brandon Ingram. Point guard is a very deep position, at least in fantasy, and you can get some guys. Like if Colin Sexton's maybe point guard eligible at one point throughout the year, I definitely want to target him. So if I was going to get like a true point guard, Simmons is good value for somebody that could do a lot, but he's only listed at the point guard spot, and you're not going to get any 3-pointers made out of him. You're not getting a high free throw percentage, and we'll see where they kind of play him. I would love Jordan Poole with my next pick. There's a chance he's there. Actually, no, I don't think he'll be there. So I don't know. Well, like maybe I'll take a flyer on Jamal Murray. It is a rehab year. Colin Sexton, I could probably get him like the 7th or 8th round. Like if I can vote up on him and Anthony Simons, I would say that's okay point guard depth. But I definitely want to go somebody next. I don't love D'Lo. Maybe I go Brunson. Don't love that idea. Or maybe I just take Jamal Murray next because I don't think Jordan Poole and definitely not Tyrese Maxey will be there. Yeah, so Jordan Poole and Maxey are off the board. Josh Giddey just goes. He was somebody I was looking at as well as Jalen Brunson. So with my pick, I am going to... I don't hate Ben Simmons. I don't hate the idea of Ben Simmons. I just don't... Like, I could definitely get Jamal Murray. I don't know if he could... It's definitely a reach to take Jamal Murray. So, you know what? I think I'm going to go Keldon Johnson. He's going to be a number 1 option. He's going to shoot the ball a ton. I think that is very good value. If Ben Simmons is there at pick 74, I'll take him. But he goes right before. So I'm kind of glad I didn't have to take the chance on Ben Simmons. D'Angelo Russell is somebody I could also take here. But, you know what? If I want, like, Jamal Murray, I should take Jamal Murray. Even though it's a little bit of a reach. I don't love D'Angelo Russell. But you know what? Because that is... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take D'Angelo Russell. He'll take a bunch of threes a night. He's a solid free throw shooter. I'm really taking a chance that Jamal Murray will... no, I don't think for so long. Not until the mid-90s. He's not going to be there. So Jamal Murray just went, and I'm up in 4 picks. So I think I'm going to take Colin Sexton with my next pick. Yeah. I mean, Clint Capella's not a bad kind of center because he's just going to get you a ton of rebounds. Decent amount of blocks as well. I don't hate Lauri Markkanen. Keegan Murray's a fun pick, but another king, you know. Wiggins will kind of do a little bit of everything. I'm going to go Sexton with my next pick. I'm taking Sexton in like all my leagues. Could be a rehab year for him. He might not even be a good efficiency guy. And Lauri Markkanen I was thinking about as well, just because they're going to just have such a high usage over there in Utah. Isaiah Jackson would be an interesting pick because I don't think he'll be there next. And I'm trying to target him as just another big. And that will just kind of be my big man rotation with Bam, Giannis, Sabonis, and Isaiah Jackson. You know what? I'm going to take Isaiah Jackson. He's going to get a ton of playing time, and especially if they move Miles Turner this year, which it's looking like they will because they won't win Wembanyama. Isaiah Jackson could be a huge second-half fantasy sleeper. All right, so I am on the clock here in round 11. I was targeting maybe Bones Highland as another kind of point guard option as well. I really wanted to go after Vanderbilt, but he just went... and Jaren Jackson Jr. went as well. I thought he was going to fall to me because he's not going to miss too much time. It might be like the first 20 games or so of the season. So I'm going to take Cole Anthony, need another point guard. The efficiency might hurt, but we'll see. He is a risky option there. My point guard depth definitely might need a trade because I have D'Angelo Russell, Cole Anthony, and Colin Sexton, it's not great. So I could take Bones Highland, and that would be kind of my point guard rotation. Kevin Huerter could be a nice scorer for the Sacramento Kings this year. Isaiah Stewart, just more center depth. Damn, I was really banking on getting, what's his name there? Jaren Jackson Jr. I would assume who I could take a little bit later on. I'm a big Bones Highland guy. I am. So you know what? I should put my money where my Dinwiddie. You know, Dinwiddie, he's going to have a larger role in Dallas. I do like Highland more, and if this was a dynasty, I would obviously be taking him. But it's a redraft, so Dinwiddie's going to be the pick. And that is probably going to be my point guard depth. I might go with a couple of wings next. So it's like D'Lo, Colin Sexton, Cole Anthony, Dinwiddie. Definitely could need a trade or a pickup throughout the year. So I'm looking at most likely just a couple maybe forward guys. It doesn't really have to be anything crazy. I don't know. Maybe I'll go Ayo Dosunmu next. And then one more small forward eligible because I only have 2 at the moment with Ingram and Keldon Johnson. So if we're looking at potential small forward guys that I love, Hunter could be a bounce back guy. Norman Powell I do like to provide some offense. He could be like up there in the 6th man of the year. Benedict Mathurin, the rookie out of Indiana, should get a lot of run. You know what? Maybe I'll go Benedict Mathurin and Ayo Dosunmu with my last 2 picks. Yeah, because I like Mathurin's maybe upside over Norman Powell. So I'm going to go Mathurin. And then with my final pick, I mean, I could go Norman Powell as well. Because Ayo, yeah, you know what? I'll do that. I'm going to go Norman Powell. And I'm going to go Benedict Mathurin. So yeah, that is pretty much the team right now. I definitely lack guard, I guess maybe star power for fantasy. We'll see if, like, I'm going to monitor Jamal Murray throughout the year against D'Lo. Because I could be regretting that pick. I could also be monitoring maybe De'Aaron Fox versus Desmond Bane. But I do like Desmond Bane a lot in fantasy this year. He's probably going to be the second highest scorer, I think, season long for the Grizzlies behind Ja Morant. We'll see when Triple J comes back how that works. But I did take a couple young guys like Benedict Mathurin and Isaiah Jackson. But I do think if Miles, and that is 2 Pacers on a bad team, but if Miles Turner gets traded, if Buddy Hield gets traded, those guys will get a lot of run, high usage. And I do like Isaiah Jackson as like a 4th center option behind Bam, Giannis, and Sabonis. I really love having those 3 guys there. A little bit risky taking those with your first 3 picks. So we'll see. I never really do that too. So it's kind of an experiment year for me. I like Sexton a lot in fantasy. And yeah, I liked Ingram as well in the 4th. Keldon Johnson, I'm a huge fan of. Dinwiddie should be getting, maybe he'll probably be the 2nd highest scorer on that team. I guess I'll be up to debate between him and Christian Wood. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of my team down below. If you guys want to let me know maybe your teams or not, I like to rate them. So you can let me know down below or on Twitter. Link to that is in the description. I love you guys. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.